are you scanning documents by a multifunction device and then renaming those documents and then moving to the appropriate folder for storage? PSIcapture can help you automate that process. So we're going to have a look at that as a very simple demonstration. On the right-hand side, we have our location details. So this could be, for example, a department name, or if you've got multiple sites or multiple equipment items, you could create a directory structure that identifies those areas. So in this case, we've got Burbank, and within Burbank, we have a month directory. We can also apply a year directory structure as well, so that you can separate on multiple years. Within the directory, you can see that we've got a couple of different file types in here. We've got a delivery copy and a file copy. So depending on the type of document we're scanning, we can then also populate that information in the file naming convention. In this case, we've also added the docket number and also the customer order number within that file naming convention. So that's the outcome that we're trying to achieve. So let's go and delete those. And on the left-hand side here, you can see that we've got a watch folder. Now, if I had a dedicated scanner, I'd be able to scan these documents in as well, but if a multifunction device is scanning to the network location, we can do that and scan to a location, and PSIcapture can monitor that location or pick up from the scanner and process those documents. You can see those documents have now gone, and we can come into PSIcapture and look at the batch manager area. Within the batch manager area, you can see that we're currently classifying those documents to identify if it's a file copy or delivery copy. Once it's completed the classification process, it will move into the indexing stage. That's the part where we're extracting all the metadata that we're going to need for the migration and storage of those documents. Once the indexing stage is done, I have added a quality assurance step in here. So we're going to actually open that up. You can see it's been checked in and waiting for a human to come in and look at these documents. In a production environment, you wouldn't do this. You'd have this fully automated, working in the background, and only if there's an exception would a user access a batch. So within that batch, we've got multiple documents. You can see here we've scanned in 8 documents. You can see the different types of documents that we've scanned in. You can also see the location details or the site details. Note that we also have ability to improve the accuracy from the OCR process. For example, on this document, that actually looks like a 5 rather than an S. So the engine has the capability to update values that aren't appropriate. So we know that it's going to be Burbank or Windsor, and 5s don't exist within our naming convention. So we can easily do character filtering to update those 5s to S's or 8s to B's and those type of aspects. Within the docket number, you can see here we have an area on that page and we're extracting the barcode from that location. Because we have 3 fairly similar barcodes on that page, we want to make sure we're getting the right barcode. So we're pulling the right barcode from the page, and if the barcode is not extracted from the page, we can also extract the OCR value. But as the barcode is a priority, it will pick up the barcode first. If we don't want the barcode and we just want the OCR data, we can certainly do the same process and just identify the OCR values. For the customer signature area, we can identify if a document has been signed and flag the document if it has not been signed. And you can use that in further processes or storage locations or workflow business decisions downstream. So once we've had a look at that, we're going to close the batch. And in this case, we can move it through to the next step, which is the OCR step. But I'm just going to close the batch and let PSIcapture do its thing in the background. I don't need to see that. So if we come into the batch manager area again, you can see that it's currently checked out. PSIcapture is doing its job and it's currently OCRing those documents. What does that mean? It's creating that searchable PDF. It's creating that metadata layer within the PDF and storing a whole range of variables within there. So once that's done its OCR process, that has been completed. And if we come back to our migration location, you can see the structure has been recreated and our files are within that structure. So if we open that PDF up and go into the document properties, you can see we've embedded that index data inside that PDF. That's through the OCR process that we've just done. We can also embed any other metadata that we want within the back of the custom tab. Within here, we can actually place in information around who scanned it, where it was scanned, what time it was scanned, and all the different information to help you do an audit trace if there's any issues downstream. The other thing it did do was also send me an email. That email tells me what the batch ID was, how many documents we processed in that batch, and what are the details of that batch within those files. So you can do lots of things with PSIcapture, and that's all out of the box. We can go and craft the solution as required. We can make those changes if you need different naming conventions. It's really simple and easy to use. If you have any questions or would like to see your documents going through this type of process, please reach out to us at info@upflow.com.au.